Greetings, travellers. I'm Adrian Emergem, and today we're stepping off the stage and into the arena. Combat in our world, the Startrial RPG, is a tense dance of risk and reward, built on the simple yet powerful role of 3d6. Our subject today, Chirom, the formidable warrior, demonstrating his prowess against a threatening group of 6 minion monsters. Every combat round starts with a roll. We roll 3d6 and check the results against our combat flowchart. A green success or a golden star means good things for Chirom. A red failure or a dark star, less so. Chirom, being a seasoned fighter, has a positive shift value from his stats. Remember, a shift allows you to improve a die result by 1 step. For instance, turning a failure, 2, into a partial success, 3 to 4, or a partial success into a success, 5. Let's see Chirom's first attack roll using his medium weapon. He gets 1, 3, 4. That's 1 dark star and 2 partial successes. Crucially, Chirom's medium weapon benefits from his stamina stat. Since he's using a medium weapon, he gains a +2 shift total to apply to his dice results, representing his endurance and skill with the blade. He decides to use his full +2 shift bonus to maximize his chances. He applies the first shift to the 3, turning it into a success, 5. He applies the second shift to the 4, also turning it into a success, 5. The final result, after utilizing his stamina's power, 1 dark star and 2 successes. He is using a medium weapon, which deals 2 points of damage. He elects to use the weapon's ability to spread this damage, hitting 2 separate targets for 1 point of damage each, successfully taking out 2 of the minions. However, the dark star results in a harsh retaliation. Since we are facing 6 light damage minions, their combined power shifts their threat level to heavy damage. The dark star dictates the monster deals max DMG. Since the threat is heavy, the minions deal 3 points of damage. Chirom must defend. He is wearing medium armor, which provides a defense rating of 2. However, because he chose to spread his attack across 2 targets with his weapon's special ability, he cannot simultaneously utilize his shield, which reduces the number of attacks he can use by 1. The 3 damage from the minions is reduced by 2 from his medium armor. Chirom takes 1 point of damage, which moves his life tracker 1 step down, still in the green zone. Chirom presses his attack into the remaining minions. His next roll yields 2, 4, and 4. That's a failure, red, and 2 partial successes. He still retains his +2 shift bonus. The warrior strategically uses his shifts, first turning the nasty failure, 2, into a partial success, 4. Then, he applies his second shift to one of the partial successes, elevating the result to a full success, 5. The final result, 2 partial successes and 1 success. This is a powerful outcome, but Chirom decides to be precise. He uses his 1 success and 1 partial success to guarantee his damage. For the damage resolution, Chirom again opts for the tactical advantage of his medium weapon, targeting 2 minions for 1 point of damage each. This consumes his green die, success, and his yellow die, partial success, results. Crucially, because Chirom intentionally chose to convert and use a yellow die result for his damage, the minion's counterattack consequence is 1 point of damage. The 2 remaining minions, now only a medium damage threat, retaliate with 1 point of damage. Chirom's medium armor holds the line, reducing 2 incoming damage. He takes 0 damage this turn, a flawless defense. The battle intensifies. Against the final 2 minions, Chirom rolls 1, 1, 5. This is a terrifying result, 2 dark stars and 1 success. Chirom is out of luck. The rules state that shifts cannot affect dark stars, and since he has less than 4 shifts, he cannot convert the success, 5, into a golden star, 6. He manages to secure 1 kill with his single success, dealing the base 1 point of DMG from his medium weapon to one of the 2 remaining minions. However, the 2 Dark Stars trigger an immediate, major consequence from the enemy. Since the remaining minion is still a medium threat, the max damage is 2, but the double Dark Star increases the damage and triggers a special effect. The minion retaliates with a devastating 4 points of damage and hits Chirom with the weakened effect, which decreases Chirom's damage category by 1 for the next 4 turns. Chirom's medium armor manages to absorb 2 damage points, but he still takes 2 points of damage directly to his life. His health marker drops instantly into the yellow zone. Chirom is now bruised. Chirom is in the yellow zone, bruised, weakened, and facing the last minion. He needs to end this now. His final dice roll. 2, 2, 4. He uses his +2 shift one last time, applying 1 shift to each of the failures, transforming them both into partial successes. 4. The result is 3 consecutive partial successes. 3 yellow dice. Normally, these partial successes would be taken against a green life target, while Chirom is bruised in yellow life. But this is where the warrior's battle-versed ability shines. This transition is critical. In the yellow bruise state, Chirom's yellow die results, partial successes. However, as a warrior class, he can battle-verse that allows him to ignore yellow dice from green life enemies, even when he is in the yellow zone. And he is now suffering the weakened effect. The game just got much harder. His battle-versed ability specifically allows him to ignore the penalty of the yellow die results, even when he is in the yellow life zone. Chirom, being tier 1, can use a reaction to ignore 1 yellow die, partial success, from the negative effects of his bruised state. He resolves the remaining 2 partial successes as clean damage. He deals 2 points of damage with his medium weapon, which is more than enough to obliterate the final minion. The battle is won. But the minion, in its death throes, retaliates with 1 final strike. Since Chirom only used partial successes and defeated a single target, the counter damage is completely absorbed by his medium armor's defense, resulting in 0 damage taken. And that concludes a simple, yet intense, example of combat mechanics in the same zone, demonstrating the crucial role of shifts, damage grouping, and the warrior's battle-versed mastery. Subscribe to the channel so you never miss a beat of the adventure. Or if you'd rather shape the stars themselves, support the project and help us bring Startriel to life.